I was so annoyed. I actually started tearing up. Oh, I think I was PMSing at the time. So I'm on my way to run some errands today, and I'll be going to the library and the bookshop. I need to go to the bookstore to get some coloring books and just to check out some books that I'm interested in. Anyway, I'm going to Indigo today. I am so excited to go look up some titles that I've been wanting to purchase. So we'll see how that goes. And then I need to get a new coloring book as well. So I'm going to do that. But yeah, this is going to be a reading vlog. So I'll show you my bookstore visit, and then I'm going to read a book that I've been reading. So I'm reading this book, The Sweetest Remedy by Jane Igharo. I'm at chapter 7 now. It started off a bit slow for me. I'm not really into it, but I'm going to try to finish it today, and I'll let you know my thoughts once I'm done. But I'm really getting into this reading hobby thing. I've mentioned before that reading has been my hobby for a while, but I don't do it consistently. So I'm forcing myself this year to actually commit to reading at least one book per month. So come along with me at the bookshop, and then we're gonna read together. Okay, so it's a Friday evening. I'm just getting home from work. I'm extremely tired. Can you tell? I am red. Tired, but I'm watching Love is Blind Germany. But I was thinking I should use this time to read. I'm really trying to be more consistent with my reading, and so yeah, I can watch Love is Blind when I'm in the bed falling asleep. So I'm going to try to read a bit. I'm gonna have a shower, get cozy, and do some reading. So the next time you see me, should be in my little reading corner, in my little cozy corner, just reading my book. I'm like a quarter way through my book. I don't know, I'm having such a hard time. I haven't read a fiction book in a while. So just me getting back into reading, I decided let's try fiction. I think I want to make it fun. Like happiness and fun is my theme for 2026. So I didn't want to read nonfiction. I want to start off with some fiction books. So I had a book, the book that I'm reading now, The Sweetest Remedy by Jane Igharo. I've had that book for more than a year now. I just haven't read it. So I've decided to start reading it. I started, but it's just been slow. I haven't been hooked yet. So I'm gonna try to get through it hopefully this weekend. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, but this Jabril guy, oh, this guy, when they met up at the reveal, he was acting so interested. I could tell he was faking though. I just knew it. And then as soon as they went into the honeymoon, or whatever they're calling it, that little trip that they take before they enter the real world, right? He was literally not talking to her, just treating her like she was the worst ever, ignoring her. Oh, what's that? Ignoring her and treating her really badly. I was so annoyed. But thankfully, she was smart enough to just kind of cut her losses and go. I was very proud of her for doing that. But yeah, let me know if you're watching Love is Blind Germany. Let me know in the comments. Okay, so it's a Saturday. I'm done with my errands, had a few errands, and I was able to bring my book and finish up the last few pages. And I'm so excited to say that I'm officially done my first read of 2026, The Sweetest Remedy. This book, let's see. I must say, it was very hard to get into, but I think that has more to do with the fact that I'm just getting back into reading. Reading has always been my favorite hobby. I've been doing it for a while, but I've been very inconsistent. So in 2025, I think I did like, I started reading at least 3 books, 2 nonfiction and a fiction, actually 4, 2 nonfiction, 2 fiction books I started reading in 2025, but I never finished them. So this year I've decided to just be more consistent, and to help me with that, I'm really trying to choose books that I enjoy. So I decided to pause the nonfiction for a while. Eventually, once I get back into reading, I definitely want to start reading nonfiction again. But for now, I'm going to focus on the fun, light, feel-good stuff. And this was the perfect book to start with. As I said, it was a bit hard for me to get into it, but I think that's just because I had to get used to reading consistently again. And I was a bit distracted. I started like right around the holidays. Well, I started in the new year. But it was a busy time. I was off on vacation and I was just living. So I think I was distracted by all the things I was doing during that time. But once I got into it, once I got around a good quarter way into the book, I just decided to take it seriously. I really started enjoying the story. This book is about Hannah. Hannah is, I think she is 28 years old. When we meet her in the book, she lives in San Francisco. She grew up with a single mother, but her father is Nigerian. And she never knew her father. She met him once when she was really young. And so he dies. And this book is about her going back home to his funeral to meet his family that he had in Nigeria and to just find herself. And in the midst of that, she discovers romance. In fact, actually, I don't want to give anything away, but yeah, I won't say that part because I don't want to do any big spoilers. Yeah, the fact that her father dies is not a spoiler. It's on the back of the book. So that much is there. I'm not spoiling anything else, but it was such a great story. Very light, very fun. There were some emotional bits. There were some parts where I actually started tearing up. I don't know. I think I was PMSing at the time as well, so it could have been that. Like, it's not heavy at all. It's very light. It deals a lot with familial relationships, and I really enjoyed that part of the story. Actually, I think that part of the story is more what the book was about. So I wouldn't classify this as a romance per se. I think I would call it more contemporary fiction, because it dealt so much with the family relationships. I think that was, for me, a bigger part of the story than the romance part, but the romance part was nice as well. It was a very good read. Hannah, I really liked her as the protagonist. She was kind, caring, open, but cautious in entering this new world. I particularly enjoyed the fact that most of this book is set in Nigeria. And Nigeria is a country I've been wanting to visit for so long. And so it was really good to see the parts of Nigeria that this book shared. I also enjoyed the sibling relationships. I gave this read a 4 out of 5 on Goodreads, because I just thought, for me, one, because it was hard for me to get into, even though I mentioned before, I think that might have been just me, but I found it hard to get into. But also, I think there were some parts of this that could have been deeper. I know that might not have been the original intent of the author, I guess, because she probably wanted to keep this light and fluffy. But I did feel like there were some areas in the story where I would have wanted her to delve a bit deeper, particularly with the sibling relationships. So that part of it I thought was very surface level, but not in a bad way. It was just like, I was expecting it to be light and fluffy, and it was. I didn't give it 5 stars because, I mean, it was really nice. I loved it. I loved this book. It was really nice. But yeah, I think there were some parts of the story I wish the author would have delved into a bit more. So that's the only reason I didn't give it a 5 stars. But otherwise, I loved this book, and I'm so happy it was my first read of 2026. Let me tell you, I'm feeling so good about reading, guys. I'm feeling like this is really something I'm going to enjoy doing. I'm so excited about my next read, which is... This is my next read. It's Queenie. I've heard and read so much about this book. Got this from the library. I'm going to be doing a library haul with all my library books here, but this is the one I'm reading next. I'm hoping I'll be able to finish it in January. So I'm giving myself basically a week to read this. So far I've started. I'm not very far into it. It has over 300 pages, so like 330 thereabout or something, 328. It has 328 pages. I don't know how long it will take me to read this book, but I'm hoping I can finish it in January, so I could do it like a January wrap up with these two. And then I'll also do a library haul with this and the other books I got from the library that I'm planning to read in early February. But yeah, I'm so excited about my reading journey, and I really hope that you enjoyed this vlog and that you will follow my journey, my reading journey on this channel, and we can share thoughts, we can share recommendations. As I said, I'm just getting back into reading, so I would love any book recommendations you have for me. Right now, I'm trying to stay very light and fluffy, even though I don't know quite yet what Queenie has to offer. This protagonist has Jamaican ancestry. She's Jamaican and British, and I'm Jamaican. I'm originally from Jamaica. I live in Canada right now, but I was drawn to this book because of the fact that there's some Jamaican elements here. So I'm excited to read about that. But basically, Queenie is in a spiral. So she's trying to find love after breaking up with her boyfriend, and I believe she's going to have a series of relationships throughout the book. I don't know exactly what to expect yet, but I'm very excited to read this book, and I'll share my thoughts with you once I'm wrapping up what I read in January. But yeah, thank you so much for joining, and I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one. Bye.